Hey everybody, this is D43 with a new stock update. This update will just be on just some stock that I have and weathering changes done as well. So first of all, I'm going to start off with the Burlington Northern coal hopper. You'll probably notice right now that its weathering is changed. I've removed all the black wash and stuff that I added to it before, and I put on a more of a rust, which is more prototypical than the black. So as you can just kind of see here, I've added some rusting to almost the entire car. You can't exactly see all of it, but I have added rust to it, and it has a much more better look to it. And then there's this side right here. It turned out really nicely on this car, and I just had a really hard time, I guess, getting the weathering on it because it needed a certain color that would fit with it, and I tried a whole bunch of different kind of rust colors and mixes to work, and finally I came up with the perfect one, and it turned out wonderfully. So I'm quite tired after all that weathering, but it was all worth it. So that's it for that car. And now we're going to move on to the Bachmann Silver Series CP Rail Multimark boxcar. This boxcar also received some weathering. Some weathering on the lettering all over the boxcar. You can't exactly see it in the camera. But it turned out really nicely on this too. And this received the same rust as the coal hopper did because it looked really nicely on the coal hopper. And then when I tested on the boxcar, it turned out wonderfully too. So I say it's perfect. Oh, and then I also wanted to tell you about the lettering problem that Bachmann did on the boxcar. I have the Bachmann Silver Series CP Rail Multimark cylindrical hopper, and right now I'm just going to compare lettering to you. In case you haven't noticed, the C on this one, you can take a look right here. It's not a full C like this one has. It doesn't have a full curve. And then also the lettering on the boxcar is a bit more italic and more thinned down, unlike the CP Rail cylindrical hopper. It has a nice tall lettering, and it's much more closer to the real one. From my guess, I'm guessing Bachmann just went and put like a more of an Arial black font onto the boxcar and used italics. But the correct font for CP Rail is, from what I believe, is Swiss SWIS 721 medium black. I'm pretty sure that's what it is. So they really messed up on it, and I'm pretty upset that they did that to the boxcar. But it's what they say. I get what I get, and that's exactly it with Bachmann. So and now for the final, you'll be quite surprised, is the Soline Gondola. I've completely removed all the weathering on it and masked it with a new rust look that is more prototypical to the real ones. All I did was a rust dabbing with the brush, which gave it a more worn and dented look to the rust. And then you look on the inside here, it also has the rusting. It turned out really nicely on this side. This side it didn't turn out too well, but I like it. So, and then you'll take a look on the front and back. It turned out really nicely. It took a lot of work to remove all that weathering that was in the corners inside the gondola, but I managed good. I just soaked it with rubbing alcohol because there's no decals in there and stuff. So I was safe to use the rubbing alcohol, pour a little bit in, and just let it sit for a little bit. and it removed most of the paint, but there still is some paint left. Just kind of see in this corner right here, if you can. So it turned out nicely on this, and then I also have the CN boxcar here, just because I'm going to let you know that it's going to be out of service for a little while. The Gondola is using its wheels. So I have decided to put the boxcar out of service for a little bit. It could use it. Kind of change up my stock setup. So it's really about it. There's nothing changed on this boxcar really, so there's not much of an update to say. So that's basically it with this update. Until my next video, this is D43, and good luck.